just waiting to see, trying to see if we can really show signs of acceptance inside value from yesterday, which is a little bit lower in the Nasdaq than the S&Ps, and that same afternoon pullback low in the Nasdaq has us all the way down to 21,303.75. Quick look there. Opening range remains the high of the day.
Yes, it does. Nice. Good stuff, Hogue. 4 minutes in. Let's take a look here. A little bit of selling in crude. House account long from 61.54. Taking a little bit of heat. No biggie there. A little selling coming in the ES as well. Bottoming out right now, 59.35. About 8 points off the overnight lows. Take a look at the ladder. Nothing really showing just yet. Yeah, it's Capital Preservation Friday. You heard Hogue talking about those levels. Well, where do you get those levels? Pinned to the top of the chat. Pinned to the top of the chat. Top Step daily levels. Those are refreshed every day before the New York Open. Click on that and have a little real estate on the screen, seeing some buying here as well. Also, if you want on your TopstepX, click on the indicators tab. Type in Top Step daily levels. Have them overlaid right there on your charts.
9:39. Pinned. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, Mo.
I'm looking for a short. If I see a strong red candle in here, yeah, which I did, so I'll go
I like
short.
that, Mo. I like it.
No, I'll wait. Wait. I like this candle, but it didn't close below the moving average. Yeah, I like it, but you know, according to my setup, it's not an A+. So let's wait. A lot of opportunities today.
The daily on the Nasdaq. I mean, it's the common thing where you feel like we're due for a little bit of a pullback here in the Nasdaq, and I would like to see this market come, have a little bit of a pullback and go test 21,000. But market could stay irrational longer than we could stay solvent, right? But we'll see. It is Friday. This is one heck of a rally. Just this week, we're up, 1,300 points, almost 7%. Yesterday was kind of a consolidation day, so I'm curious if the market can come back down and test the bottom end of this consolidation. I don't know. This market's extremely bullish. Buy every little dip, but 21,250s. That would be a nice thing to see in this market if we sell off and go back down and test the bottom end of this.
Yesterday's low.
Andre,
yes, sir.
Speaking of pinned, I didn't answer your question earlier. You want to know about options expiration.
Yes, please.
Friday. Here we go. So what are markets? Where do they happen? Why are we trading the June contract in the ES? People go to common gathering places, just like the old days, to find where the liquidity is. And the same is true for options. For options, there are weekly options, monthly options, quarterly options, and even daily options. Daily options, zero dates, represent in the chat. This today, the third Friday of every month, is a monthly options expiration, which means there is going to be more volume. These are available further in the future than usual. And by the nature of options and hedging options, sometimes levels can get sticky. And that is why I'm looking at about 59.15 in the ES to end the day. Anything can happen in the meantime, but there's a lot of options that expire at 3 p.m. Central today.
There's no hourly options yet?
There will be. Don't tempt them, Dakota.
Hourly options. Jeez, where does it stop? A little bit more selling here in the Nasdaq, 21,407. We've been seeing 21,400 pretty much all week, or what it seems like. 59.36 last trade in the ES. Muhammad is looking for a short. Got that strong red candle here, Mo.
Yeah, I missed it, but that's okay.
Yes, it is.
I was looking for it, but I didn't like how the candles are shaped here, and the same time or very early in the opening. So, yeah, that was a good call and the same good decision just to skip it.
Yes, it was. Nice read there, Mohammed. All right. It's Friday. I took a quick peek at the calendar. I saw one of Jack's favorite numbers on there, but I'm going to throw it to Eddie. Eddie, what do we have on the calendar for today on this Friday?
I think we got inside about 15, 16 minutes. One of Jack's favorites, that University of Michigan number. We also do have Trump speaking at a UAE business roundtable at 9:50. I'll be watching the wire there. A little later on this evening here, Barkin will be speaking, Daly will be speaking, and let's not forget about our 12 o'clock high noon U.S. Baker Hughes oil rig count.
Yes.
Back to you, Andre.
Oh, thank you, Eddie. Upper left-hand corner of the screen, hashtag fast markets, hashtag power hour. You hear me say it every morning or afternoon, depending on where you're at on this planet. Hashtag fast markets, hashtag power hour. Hit us up at Top Step TV. Let's see those fun memes. Carl Hung has brought the heat yesterday. Lost Trader, I haven't seen much from you in a while. Bring the heat. And hashtag fast markets, hashtag power hour at Top Step TV on the X. Dakota.
Andre, those are my two favorite numbers. Michigan Sentiment and Baker's Hughes in one day.
Yep.
So much excitement.
Yep, Baker Hughes, our favorite number because you know the weekend is here. Dakota up $7,400.
Yeah.
Got up and down week, my man. With that DLL saved you.
I always have to tease with the chat where
Love
they
it.
just come on and talk trash. But yeah, it's been an interesting week. Yesterday was it's already Friday. Wednesday night I had a trade that just barely ticked my stop loss and then ran straight like 200 points. And so, I've had some missed opportunities, but this is a game of points, right? Where there's plenty of examples, hits your stop loss by a few points and then just goes straight up. Those are the worst. So I've had a couple of those this week. Last night, thank goodness, was not one of them. But overall, I'm right around break even after today.
Not bad.
Had some rough trading and finished the week off on a positive note so far. Rough trading.
Yeah, but that daily, your DLL has been able to keep your head above water. What's your DLL at 3,000? And
Yeah, I moved it to 3,000. Yep.
Very smart, very wise, because you make $7,400. You've made up for 2 DLL days, and you're still in the green. So very well played.
So did Baron, man. Baron had a great trade with me last night. His DLL is only 1,500, and some of his positive days are 2, 3, 4x that. So it's nice to see. It makes sense, and that's kind of what we want to do. We're going to always have losing days, but the question is, are those losing days going to blow your account up, or are you going to be able to trade, and how are your winning days?
Yep.
Here we are selling off again in the Nasdaq.
Yeah, we are. How many positive days will it take to make up for that losing days? Always the way I looked at it. All right, 21,400 in the Nasdaq. Did just print right here, right now.
To buy this. I'm looking to buy it
back
now.
to settlement.
Yeah, 385 is my order. 15 micros.
Okay.
CYA should be 357.
Oh, looking to buy 385s.
Well, Dakota, I didn't watch slow markets, but I know where Baron didn't make his money. It wasn't shorting United Healthcare. Boom.
Tell him, Jack. Tell him, Jack. Team Jack all the way.
Good. Did you make money? Are you up?
Yeah, I'm up.
Team Jack. You guys.
Do you have any option positions in it yet?
He always does.
No. Well, not yet. Maybe I'm greedy. Who knows?
Right, Mo?
No, you could be patient, right? You could be patient. Good.
Jesus.
Yeah, this is a nice area. This is demand area.
What's up, Hogue?
If the buyers want to take it to the high of the range, missed it.
88's printed, Mo. 88's printed. And this 5-minute candle right back up to 21,409. Heard Hogue mutter to himself. Hogue, what happened over there?
Just looking at, I mentioned Archer Aviation earlier this week. It's up another 10% today.
Oh, you mentioned what?
Yeah, you're
Archer
Archer
Aviation,
Johnny.
Daniel Archer.
Sorry? This is a nice short again.
Well, you're looking to get short now, Mo. You're looking to get long, now you're looking to get short.
Yeah.
Okay.
The long should be around 390, as it is in this area, but because the stop requires to be below this pivot, I choose to lower it a little bit so I can afford this trade. The market didn't go there, and then start to giving some short signal, because if we calculate it from there and the 1-to-1 is here, so it's almost done. So that trade going long already hit its minimum target, which is we are at it. So we might continue this move because we're still in a down move from this high. But no signals yet. So I don't like the price to go back again to the same area. If it goes back to the same area, that means the sellers wants to achieve their target. They have control, and the measured move from the high is at 360. Let's say 350 maybe.
Number top of the hour, 15 minutes, 15 minutes till University of Michigan sentiment number. Saw someone in the chat ask, why is U of M number so important, Jack? There's only one person that can answer that question. That is you, my friend. Why is the number so important?
I saw that comment. It's like, why do we find peacocks nice to look at? I don't know. We all agreed that they're pretty. And that's University of Michigan in a nutshell.
Go blue.
Go blue.
Fair.
AJ McCarthy from the suburbs, from Naz, same high school as Danny Hodgman, I believe.
50-50 on the tilt. 50-50 on the tilt. Last trade in the ES, 59.36. So overnight range of about, these ranges are getting tighter. 30-point range overnight in the ES with a low of 59.27. We're about 9 points off of that. The Nasdaq, 21,422. Let's call on those 385s. No, we never got there. We got the 388, but you read it properly. We stay patient. Coming up to overnight VWAP in Nasdaq. About
possible buyers would have the control. They already have it, but they need to confirm it. However, if they broke this pivot, 446, I think there's a change of character of the market. So we might visit the high again. It's choppy. So 1 minute you are long, the other minute you are short. So this is the type of day that we are dealing with.
Well, Jack,
troops in the chat. The crude trade. We got stopped out of that crude trade. 61.36. 0 for 2 for the opening range trade today.
Right. Troops in the chat asks, I'm surprised I haven't heard Jack Bond 007 talk about bonds. You see what the yields are at on the 10-year, Jack?
Yeah, yields are dipping. We're down to 4.4 right now. If we go to my screen, I got the yield chart up. This is good news overall. Like, we got yields coming down. The stocks have been up. 4.4 is good. If I go over to the 1 second, the 30-year is they made a valiant push, like a last stand, yeehaw, to try and get the 5% and got slammed to oblivion here. It's good. 4.3 is the happy place. We're about halfway back from 4.5 in the 10-year. So it's good. Like, everything's bullish, but as I said, it's F around Friday, so I don't trust anything.
I think it's just going to chop everyone up today.
It's going to chop around, and one of the producers cut this and then delete it if I'm wrong. It's going to chop around, and then we're going to finish the day at 59.15 3/4 in the ES.
59. I'm writing that down. One more time. 59.15 3/4.
Risk disclosure.
Yeah.
Risk disclosure.
Here's your above below. Yeah, definitely risk disclosure on that one. Above below. Let's do that. Again.
You want to know what is a good above below? Where do those 1,500 contracts get filled in the Nasdaq? 399 3/4.
Wow. Yes. Still. That's still in Dakota's mind. I love it.
I know. I was just going to say, he's going to be fixated on it.
Love it.
I think that's been... Yeah, I've been fixated on it, man. I don't know why.
I wish Dakota that the guy who put that order, I wish he's not watching us right now. You exposed him. He's watching now and saying, guys, shut up.
12 minutes to the number at the top of the hour. It's a big number.
Buyers having the control back now. Okay. See some
9:45, nothing happening.
So far.
However, what I see here,
want to see the sellers try and fail, then I will jump long. I want to see some trap below 16 or 08.
Here we go. I like this one. Justin in the chat. Dude, we trade 2K NQ per minute in volume. The market don't care about a 1,500 lot.
But
Single
hold
order
up.
is important.
It
Justin.
accomplished. I was talking yesterday how the big players are experimenting. It's like, that is correct. They could have some algorithm that sells, prime number lots every prime number second.
What's up, dude?
I am long.
Dude. Sorry. Go.
But it
What
is
price,
true.
Mo?
At 28, 428. As I said, the sellers tried and miserably failed with this strong green candle. So they did what I was looking for. So my stop at 413, looking to break these highs. 445.
I'm along 15 micro. From
15 micros.
428.
The risk in this one, the 1-to-1. So make sure that I don't take profit less than that. So I will take some risk at 46.
Great trade, Mo.
Yeah, take some.
Yeah.
Take some now.
Beautiful.
I will not be quickly to trail the stop just yet.
He took it. That's
He's
good,
got a
man.
point, though.
Finish the
Like,
thought, Dakota. That 1,500 lot, though, you are one man.
Say,
You are
Those
one
are
man.
good-
You're
good
thinking
entry.
about it. Others are
Very
thinking
good
about
entry.
it. They've accomplished their goal. People are thinking about
Very
that
good
already.
entry. Look at this.
right, and it's so like anything with the markets, right? An hour later, then it's like in what do they say? In like dog years, right? 1 hour in the market, I mean, it's done and over with. Same with news, and we trade so much volume, but it's just so interesting to see. And it's like, man, a single order, 1,500 contracts. It's very big. We very rarely see orders over 100, 200, 300, 400 contracts. Yet alone a 1,500 contract coming in, staying there, getting filled, and who knows what they're doing, right? They could be closing out a position, they could be hedging, they could enter a new position. You never know, but it's just so interesting why somebody came in and placed it at that price all at once. And does the market do anything, react? I don't think so. It does react while it was getting filled, right, and temporarily. But that was it's so interesting. I
think
am
Dan
very
Emmons might have hit it on the head in that somebody's locking in an options hedge overnight.
I mean, futures.
Right,
Still,
Vivek.
it's sick.
Yeah, it was Vivek, and they didn't hide the order either.
I trade my stop now.
Nice,
I
Mohammed.
trade my stop. I was waiting for this pullback for the sellers, and now I see the buyers step in again. Now my stop is just below them, because that means they failed to protect that area. So I'm out now.
Just like that. All right, nice. You locked in profits there, Mo.
I gave them a chance to go up. They didn't.
Yeah. We'll update the P&L when you have a chance, Mohammed. I thought we had the tiger by the tail on that one.
$8.
$1,008. Nice job. Everyone's flat right now. Number in 8 minutes. 8 minutes before we get to that. This Friday. We've been repeating this all 5 days. Well, I guess 4. This will be the 5th day. Top Step tip of the week. I'm going to throw it to my main man, Eddie. Eddie, what is Top Step tip of the week?
Tip of the week: reassess your trading strategy regularly. Well, I'm going to give you 10 reasons here. And if you like any one of them, put them in your journal. Put them on a Post-it note. Make sure that you remember these. Number one, markets evolve. Yes, they do. How about strategy fatigue? Performance tracking. Adapt to new tools and new data. How about preventing emotional drift? Everybody tends to do that. Risk management adjustments. Account for life changes. We got personal goals, financial needs. Availability may shift. We may change things up. How about identifying bad habits? Gosh, oh gosh, if we can only do that regularly. And benchmark against the market. And the last one, let's stay competitive. Markets are filled with participants that want to be competitive. So hell, why not stay competitive? That's what I've got here for the Friday. Reassess your trading strategy regularly. Back to you, Andre.
Define regularly.
I asked you that yesterday, Dakota.
Yeah, I know. I know it depends. Like
It
with
does.
my answer on everything, it depends on how you are as a trader, where you're at in the journey. If you're brand new and this is your first day, then regularly might be weekly. If you've been here for longer, maybe regularly is monthly. Maybe it's every 3 months. So depends. I would say you determine as a trader how often you should revisit your strategy, adjust, and how maybe you base it off of a trade, right? Maybe based off a number of trades. Like every 50 trades, I'm gonna revisit this, or every 20 trades, because for like you, Mo, you might have 10 trades in a day. I might have 10 trades in a week, so it might be different for everybody.
Yeah, correct. And also depends on the market situation. If you see the market is changing, big news are coming in and out, again, reassess whether your strategy can work within the new environment or not. And also there is a thin line between adjusting your strategy and jumping from another strategy to another one. So be careful in assessing that. You have to be consistent. If you are not consistent in executing your strategy, I mean, what you are adjusting? You're adjusting nothing. You have to adjust yourself now. So you have to be consistent first, then giving the strategy the time it works. If it doesn't, or if it can be tweaked a little bit, so then do the reassessment, do it regularly, based on number of trades, based on every week, maybe, and don't be stubborn in adjusting that. Don't be saying, no, I will not change it. I learned it. It worked for me a lot before. It has to work again. No, it doesn't have to work every time. Maybe quarterly, maybe the time that you apply it, it was working. Maybe it was trending days at that time, so it worked. But whenever it's trending day, it will never work. So you have to adjust your strategy according to the market situation regularly. Even your BNL could be an indication for that. As well, if you are doing well, don't change anything, just keep going and define what does doing well means. Maybe you're doing only $1,000, it could be $5,000, it could be $10,000. So you are the one who can decide whether I need to adjust it or not, but revisit it. Make sure that you are executing exactly as the strategy says. Maybe you have a wonderful strategy, but your execution is horrible.
5 minutes remaining.
Hey, shout out to where is it? Brett Lapointe. Brett Lapointe in the chat. I requested my first payout ever today. Well, yeah, well done.
Oh man,
See that.
I
I got 3 minutes till University of Michigan. Mohammed, real quick, the President of the United States was in Saudi Arabia. What was that like for the citizens? Yourself, what did you notice?
Yeah,
Changes?
actually,
How was it looking?
yeah, in Saudi Arabia we have 2030 vision, which started 2014. And that happens when it was the first visit for Trump in 2016. So he's coming to us again after 8 years, and he's a witness of the changes that happened since 2016 until now. Anybody came to Saudi Arabia before 2016 and he come today, he will see incredible changes, rather in the social life, economy, even politically, even the weather has been changed. Why? Because one of the 2030, I'm not kidding. 2030 vision, we have to plant more than 100 million tree in order to make the weather is better, and it is getting better. We don't see that dust that much as we see it before. We don't see, even in summer, our weather is much better. I don't want to talk about weather now in fast market, but
this is interesting weather. It is. We got 90 seconds.
The next visit, the next visit was for Trump is a witness. He came again, and he saw by his eyes the difference that we have even in our tourism, in a lot of places that to be visited in Saudi Arabia. So we are proud of the changes, and we want people to see that we are really changing in social life, in economy life, everything. So we are happy that the strongest country in the world president is coming to us and watch that, whether he's Trump or Biden or anyone. But we want the world to see how we are changing, because our 2030 vision cannot work if the region is unstable from military wise and politically, and it cannot work. We
30
need
seconds.
the region to be stable.
Amazing. And also, we got 20 seconds here, Mo. You also said prior to the arrival, the citizens were essentially on lockdown, or everyone had to lay low, essentially? Something like that.
Not really locked out, but they announced that some major street roads are blocked, so avoid going to those streets. And it's major
3 seconds,
streets,
Mo.
so it's better
Hate to cut you off. We got Michigan coming in right now. Whoa.
Whoa.
That's some negative
Coming in here
sentiment.
at 50.8. They're looking at 50.3. That's the sentiment prelim. Coming in at the inflation prelim, 4.6. University of Michigan 1 year, 7.3. Expectation prelim, 46.5. And the University of Michigan condition prelim, 57.6. And there you have it.
Wow.
Back to you, Andre.
All right. Stay locked in here. You're getting a little bit of a miss to the downside. We saw a spike lower, bottomed out right. NASDAQ bottomed out at 21,391, and the ladder on the NASDAQ got very, very, very thin right now. Take a look at the tone. Nothing showing here. Wow. This worthless number, Jack, huh?
I've never understood
That's my
it. but-
opinion, man.
It's just
They
like
send people $5 bills and ask, "Hey, bud, how's the economy?"
Yes. Lebowski. They sent it to him.
Sent one to JD. Again, let's take a look at those Michigan numbers. Come and go.
man.
There it is. Sentiment expected 53.4. Actual 50.8. 50.8. So snap lower. Right back to 21,400. Now 408's trade. Look at that NASDAQ ladder. Very thin.
Yeah, Andre,
this
I
area, I would rather skip it. I would rather
What's up?
skip to trade between 439 and 375. This area is a chop area.
We did get
If
down
they
to
go
those
above
399.
440, it will be comfortable to buy it up there.
399 to 3/4. Market.
Market dude. Market an 8 dude. What do you got, Jack?
As I say, Andre, I prefer numbers that contain what we would call revealed preferences as opposed to people's takes, right?
I agree.
How much are you spending? What's your credit card debt? You know, as opposed to everyone's always. I think I have to go back and look at this. I might be making an ass myself, but I feel like the people are always pessimistic about the future, especially involving the stock market. You ask the random person.
Look at that.
So, Jack, you're looking for actual data.
Quantitative, not qualitative.
Yeah, quantitative versus what? Qualitative.
Yeah, it's like on one hand you have actual data. On the other hand, they send people $5 bills in the mail and say, "What's up?"